This is the Urban Binge Radio.
I'll run to the bank.
No problem.
I'll be right back. Look, do whatever Uncle P asks you to do, okay? Be good. All right, thank you so much. If you need anything, just call me, okay? See you.
All right now.
My mind's telling me no.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Rico Bellucci. Should I stop saying it's your boy? I think I sound very lame saying that. It's another episode of the Urban Binge right here on Rebel TV.
After all the rejections and the letdowns, now it's hard to make it through the crowd. I'm established. They know I'm established. Finally, your voice established. I don't look like anything that I've been through. Thank the Lord, He brought me through. I'm established. Hey, 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 you know I'm established.
I just wanted to quickly come to you guys about this situation that has rocked everybody phone, rocked everybody mind slightly. The people who really, give a damn about Tiffany Haddish, because that, adding her name in this whole situation kind of made the situation and the whole thing go viral more, made it be looked at more, kind of caused the word that I'm using, rocked our mind, to be the reason why I'm using the word. So a lot of people got the notification that Tiffany Haddish and Aries are being accused of molestation of I guess 2 minors or a minor, and it's due to a video that they filmed for a network called Funny or Die, or a YouTube channel called Funny or Die. And I'm assuming you create your skit, you create your comedy, and you submit it, and they accept it. They put out a statement to say that the video that is circulated, that has gone viral, they had nothing to do with. When they found out the seriousness of the video, they removed it. And so my whole point is, it was up in the first place, and Funny or Die is just as responsible. Even if they want to say they didn't have a hand in production, you guys should be watching what's going up on your platform, just like YouTube does. Anything can't just go up on YouTube platform. Before it can even get posted or viewed by any single person, YouTube is gonna flag it and let you know that your shit is some fuck shit, and it ain't going up on our website. With them, they should have had the same thing going. And so them putting out a statement saying that they didn't have anything to do with it, I find it bullshit. It went up on their website. They are just as responsible. I've seen the video. I've seen the uncut raw footage of the video, and the video is just is not pleasing.
That I must confess.
And I don't care. It's wrong. It's a disgusting wrong. It's a video. I don't even understand who felt comfortable enough to even do this video. The fact that you would even feel comfortable enough going this far. Tyler Perry would use adults to act like children a lot of times, especially one of the ones I definitely remember is Medea Goes to Jail. The girl who Tyler Perry whooped and spanked that hard with that belt was an adult. She was not a kid, but she was playing as a kid.
Back to me and act like you ain't got no sense. Get out!
I'm grown. I'm 16 years old. I'm a woman.
You better not sit here and talk back to me like you don't know your mind.
So that's what ran through my head. I'm not understanding why, if you guys wanted to put a message or a PSA out about pedophilia and about, watching who you let babysit or watch your children, if you wanted to do a video about that, you guys are in Los Angeles. Not only that, Aries Spears had a career on Mad TV, which is secondary to Saturday Night Live, like In Living Color was secondary to Saturday Night Live. Nothing outlives Saturday Night Live. So In Living Color died, Mad TV came out, which was a more raunchy, uncut In Living Color, and more raunchy, uncut Saturday Night Live. They would do way more raunchy, disrespectful, low down, dirty, funny as fuck skits about celebrities and different things going on in the world, but in a more uncut, raw, raunchy way, because it was on Comedy Central and it would come on Fox 5.
Number one, relatively speaking.
I want to see R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's not seeing anybody.
But I'm selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yo, let the kid in, man.
Little girls like me, I'll record it. Just don't report it. Don't worry, I've done this before. I got tapes stacked on the floor. I'm the greatest that you told me, baby. Hasn't been long since you play with your dolls, but press on the field means you can't play.
So he had a great career. I'm pretty sure Aries Spears had no issue finding an adult to play a kid role. Instead, he had this child, literally a minor, literally a child, a young boy, play this role where this boy is literally basically naked and doing stripper tease, opening his leg. Aries Spears squirts water on the baby back and rubs it into his back, like he is ejaculating, on this child.
I know just what you want.
And rubbing it in as if it's oil, and he's getting ready to penetrate this child, is where my mind was thinking. And it's crazy. It really upset me. I have been molested and I've been raped. And these were men that my mom trusted to be in my life and in her home. And these were two different times of my life that this happened to me. And they were both from people that my mother trusted around me and around her kids. And one of them she thought could be a mentor to me, could help me to be more manly and not so disrespectful. And come to find out, this guy was openly gay, and he molested me. And all I can think of is, why couldn't you get an adult to play this role as a kid? Because no matter the consent that the mother gave, it's molestation. You've molested this child. No matter what. The mother signed a consent, not the kid. So the trauma that it leaves on the kid is not the mother. They're separated. She birthed this child. They disattached. They feel each other, but they are not each other. She's separate than him. The trauma that he deals with is not the trauma you deal with, okay? Unless something happened to both of y'all, like y'all were in a fire together or something when he was a baby or some shit. Because the mother has signed a consent, she should be sued, okay? She should be sued. These kids should be suing their mother, first of all, because she or whoever was guardian signed off on allowing this to happen. And then Aries Spears, unfortunately, fucked the contract. But because you acted this out and you went ahead and did it, the molestation happened regardless of a consent. I think it's molestation, because this kid can't speak for himself. His mother signed off on it. So what you touching him was him. It wasn't his mother. The woman that signed off on it was not being touched and rubbed down. He was. So when he looks back at that and he remembers this skit, he realizes, wow, now I gotta go to school. I was 7 years old. I gotta go to school as 20 years old, 18 years old, 19, 17, and be the boy that was in the pedophile skit with oil rubbed down me. And where the money at? I ain't got nothing to show for it that this happened to me. This is a skit and a video that is now going viral. He's owed bukus of money. And I'm sorry to say, he's owed bukus of money. And the molestation has happened. I consider it molestation. It's past tense. It's happened. We watched it. Anybody else that don't think it's molestation cannot think it's molestation. Before my eyes was a molestation happening. That was molestation regardless of the acting, unless that kid was not present and that was a trick of the camera. If that was a trick of the camera, then I apologize. I reverse my words. If that baby back wasn't being rubbed with oil, if that baby didn't squirt oil on that big fat nasty fucker.
You know, when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I think I'm at least handsome, you get pussy. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. Oh, shit.
And rub that oil in his fat ass with his shirt off, the man damn near naked. He rubbed oil on the baby. At the end of the movie, they had a baby rub oil on his big fat hippopotamus built ass.
Uncle Pete, can you please watch TJ for me? I gotta run to the post office.
10 p.m.
It's the 24-hour post office. It shouldn't be any problem to you. If you need anything, just call me. Okay, bye.
My mind's my body's telling me
and rub it all on his big ass, all his rolls and shit, as if the boy done been turned out and now he's attracted to his uncle who's been molesting him the entire time. I had to see the video through a loophole. Okay, the video is not available. Okay, I had to do a lot of digging to find the raw uncut video, and I found it and couldn't watch it a second time. I showed Jay and walked away. It's like, no, because no matter what, molestation happened, it's done, and he needs to be paid. No matter what, somebody, I think the network who posted it should be sued. Aries Spears should be sued, and his mama should be sued because she signed off on the shit without thinking about what her child would go through later. You can't sign off on this. And now he feels this way. Y'all ain't got no money to show for it. He going to school getting picked at like this all his life probably. He is owed some type of compensation, period. Pain, suffering, and for the skit that he did. That's everywhere now until the skit can be erased completely and unsearchable, unfindable. And that's going to be hard, and that's going to be a long time. So somebody owe him some bucks. Now, Tiffany Haddish, on the other hand, people always try to throw a big name in there if they had a little bit to do with it. Just a little bit to do with it. If I could throw a bigger name in there with it, this will really blow up. So to add Tiffany Haddish name really worked for them because Tiffany was actually in this skit, starring damn near the main character, one of them. You know, although Aries was the main character, Tiffany was his sister who was the children's mother. So, you know, Tiffany was a main character. It worked out for them to name Tiffany in this lawsuit. But the problem is, I don't see Tiffany's wrongdoing in this movie.
I gotta hit your daddy up.
Sweetheart, did you call me?
Oh yes, Uncle Pete. Can you watch TJ for me? I need to run to the I gotta run some errands. I need to go to cleaners, and I should be coming back.
You want me to spend a little bit of Michael Jackson time with the boy, huh? All right. Hello there, TJ.
But my body, I don't see nothing wrong.
Now, if some things happen behind the scenes that we didn't get to see, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And that's something that they would have to talk about, or we would have to talk about at another time when that comes out. But right now, it's about what we see before our eyes. And what we see before our eyes is, for me, what I see is a molestation being done, happening. Okay, a molestation happening. If you want to say it ain't molestation, to me, he rubbed his back with oil. He got in that damn tub with that baby naked.
TJ, did you know I was best friends with Penn State Sandusky? They have a touch but don't tell policy. You say, what did that? Get up in there, watch it. Oh, you ain't here.
I know just what you want, and I know just what you need.
I don't give a fuck if he wasn't naked. He had on underwear in the tub. You're playing as a pedophile. It went too far once you got in the tub with him naked and pulled him to your body. That is molestation to me. Ain't no telling what you're doing. Your dick could be hard right now rubbing it up against his booty. You don't do that. Molestation happened. Past tense. It happened. He's owed money. No matter what. And no matter how people feel, they just hit the jackpot. That little girl and that little boy just hit the jackpot, and they need to sue the network, and they need to sue their goddamn mama, because their mama wrote off on the shit and signed off on the shit. So she needs to be sued too. But Tiffany, I think that it was good that they added her name for them. It fit to add her name. But if she didn't do anything, then just take her out, because we don't see Tiffany do nothing. But if Tiffany did something behind the scenes and y'all finna say she was, allegedly jacking off the little boy or playing with the little girl or something, then, that's a whole nother story for another day. Right now, those details ain't in there. It don't say Tiffany Haddish actually fondled with anybody. From my understanding, I've not seen that any court documents say that Tiffany Haddish actually had a hand in fondling with anybody. But damn sure she named in that motherfucker. And rightfully so, she gotta be. She was in the skit. She was a part of the skit. She was a part of the whole molestation thing. And I guess I have to say allegedly on all this shit. Allegedly. But to me, what I saw with my eyes, I would consider molestation. And Aries Spears need to cough up every dime under them big ass rolls, and none of that crumb-filled ass couch he send his big ass on every day probably.
And this be my man. When I say my man, he really my man.
Anyway, I definitely wouldn't want to go into a roasting session with Aries Spears. The nigga can roast, and the nigga is funny as fuck. Not only that, he's from Brooklyn, New York. I wouldn't want to fuck with him, okay? But I am gonna give my commentary the way I give my commentary, regardless of if anybody like it. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. That was my little piece 1122. Hopefully they come out with some more information, and hopefully somebody just settle out with these people. Funny or Die should just jump in and go ahead and say, look, here go a coin. Here you go, Funny or Die. Funny or Die should just go in there and throw in something. Now, Funny or Die might not have no money like that, but maybe so. Maybe they do. Maybe they can pay off their little coinages that they owe. Let him out. Damn, stop doing him like that. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you listen to my podcast, The Urban Binge Radio, everywhere and anywhere podcasts can be heard. The Urban Binge Radio. Make sure you follow me on social media at The Urban Binge everywhere. At The Urban Binge on Twitter, at The Urban Binge on Facebook, at The Urban Binge on Instagram, Bigo, everywhere else. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that bell, and hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, that thumbs up, and that bell, so you can be notified of every time we post a video, every time we go live. I am tired than a motherfucker, y'all. I'm probably swearing, and I'm about to get the fuck out of here. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
This is an extortion case. This is a shakedown. And I didn't need my lawyer to tell me this, to say this, but, I'm going to echo her words. We won't be shaken down. And believe me, it's bothering me not to talk about the skit. Because Annie and I have been talking about it, And there's some very valid things I feel like I have to say or want to say, but just can't at this time. And I'm no coward. I'm not running from anything, and I'm not guilty of anything. It's the reason why I won't turn my mentions off on my Instagram. It's the reason why, I'm not deleting any of my old posts. And I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians. But I can't. I just can't, and it's paining me to do so because I'm a fighter. I'm not a runner. And my character's being assassinated. Again, I want to address the skit especially, but I just can't.
It was just a blessing in disguise. The blessing in disguise.